Good morning, everyone. This is Iowa Becker, and I'm back with another book for you. This book is Wavemakers by Chris Brady. And some of you are like, Chris Brady again? Dude, what the heck? Look, he's a really good author, and he makes some very excellent points in his works. Now, why this book? One, I read this book because it is written by Chris Brady, and he always has a compelling point. Hands down, that works for me. Two, because I agree that one person can make a big difference in the world. And in here he goes through 7 or 8 different people that are wave makers, good or bad, based on your viewpoint of who they are. So the third one is courage comes from learning what others have stood for and then taking a stand for our own beliefs. And I'm really a big proponent that we need to stand up for the things that we believe in and work to actively make a positive difference in our world. So getting into this book, I wanted to share a couple things that Chris wrote. He says, they are that particular, in this book, we call them wave makers. They are that particular slice of humanity that cannot stand to leave things the way they found them. They seem to understand that to make a difference, they have to be different. And this goes along with Chris's concept of a rascal, somebody who is a unique individual leader, who stands out on their own because of what they believe in, and is a person that makes a huge difference in the world because of that. Wave makers know who they are and that purpose, and the purpose for which they were born. But that clarity doesn't come automatically or by accident. Wave makers seek to consciously seek it consciously and passionately. So here they are. They're doing something, and they get moved along in their life, and they're driven to something, not because they're like, oh, I'm going after that one thing, but they create a big impact in the world because of what they do. One of the people featured is a woman named Maria Montessori. And I was like, Montessori? Yeah, I've heard about Montessori schools. Maybe that's connected. It totally was. I had no idea. Learned a good little bit about her life and the impact that she made, and learned like she was just pursuing things that interested her, and she's now had a massive impact in the world because of that. Wavemaker wisdom. There's a little nuggets he puts in here. I really like these. He says, keep your chin up during trials. The age-old wisdom, this too shall pass, really is true. Fortune's wheel will turn. When you look back on your trials, you will be grateful for all they taught you. So act admirably through them, so you will be proud of your conduct when you look back. And I got to tell you that is one of the key things about living a significant life, is that in all you do everything based on true principles. Stoics talk about that. They reflect on that. Christians reflect on that, because living a principle-centered life isn't about being religious or not religious. It's about living true principles. Principles that have been solid and sound for thousands of years. Sorry, I keep looking at myself in the lens or in the screen. Trying to figure out how to get that down. So, all right. So this leads me to my leadership principle. Courage comes at times when we don't think we are being courageous. It comes because we are working to do what's right. And it isn't always like firefighters, policemen, EMTs, military personnel. These are all people that do courageous things intentionally. But sometimes it's the quiet courageousness, like Maria Montessori, just trying to pursue her interests, which led her to college, which led her to be the first female doctor in this country of Italy. And my point is this, is that we don't always go out thinking, change the world. Sometimes we're like, oh, this isn't right. Like, how can I fix this? What can I do to make this better? So one of the quotes in here that I want to share is by a painter named Chuck Close. I don't know who this guy is, but Chris quotes him. Really good quote. Inspiration is for amateurs. The rest of us show up and get to work. And I really think that the biggest work that we do to have a significant life is we work on ourselves. And it's that the quiet, long hours, the years sometimes that we put in to grow and develop as a person that then starts to yield results. That yields results. One of my favorite memes from this this last year that I've seen is has an iceberg, and it has success across the top, and then underneath the water it has all the things that a person goes through to get success. This one was business related, and it was focusing on those kind of things. So that's something that's true, is that the overnight success looks like an overnight success to those people who don't know the time, the hours, yeah, that's brilliant. Doesn't understand or know how many hours we put in on ourselves before it starts showing up on the outside. Stephen Covey really covers this in his circle of influence concepts in 7 Habits. Is you have to work on yourself, and then that has a ripple effect. Yes, I chose that on purpose. Wavemakers ripple effect. Chris did it too. So, all right. The next thing I want to hit is this was said by Ralph Nader in a high school commencement address in 1970. Almost every significant breakthrough has come from the spark, the drive, the initiative of one person. You must believe this. And it's really true, is that the individual makes such a big impact that sometimes they don't even know how big of an impact they made initially going in. And some people never know it. It is early in the morning. I apologize. All right. And towards the end of his book, he has this quote. And it's generational thinking is the fundamental mindset of Wavemakers. Orrin Woodward says that a legacy goal is something that should outlast you by 300 years. Now, some of you guys are thinking like, what the heck? When we're working on huge goals and we see something that needs to be fixed and we're conscientiously working on it, we need to think, how can we make this change last and stick after we're gone? Boy, I am yawny this morning. And that really is huge, huge. We Americans typically are short-sighted on the long term. We're looking at our life. We're looking at maybe our kids' lives. A few people are thinking third generation. But 300 years, I mean, you're talking that's a long time. The United States isn't 300 years old yet. So there are some cities in Europe that are 1,200 years, like the one I used to live in. But Wavemakers is a great book. It's really, really phenomenal. And I encourage you to go out and get it. Go out and get it, read it, learn a couple lessons from the Wavemakers that Chris highlights in the book. Excuse me. and learn to be a better leader yourself, because it's how we show up as individuals in our communities that help us stand out as leaders and help us to influence others into living a principle-centered life. It's not easy. It's work. But I promise you this. If you really want to make a positive change, the work will be worth it. All right, my friends. Thank you for spending time with me. If you get value from this video, please like and share it. If you're on one of my video channels, please subscribe. And invite others to take a look. There's a bunch of videos I've done over the years. There's some good stuff in there, and there's some stuff where you might, just like, oh my goodness, this guy's terrible. So, go find a couple. So, if you are looking for someone to help you level up your leadership skills, whether it's for work, for promotion, for a new job, whether it's just so that you can be a better husband or father, or mom or wife, that's what I do at Turning Leaf Solutions. I help people develop those soft skills, those leadership skills, so that way you can go on to make a difference in your community and in your circles of influence. You can go to turningleafs.com. That's LEAFS.com. And at the bottom of the page, there is a Calendly link where you can book a free consultation. And if you go in there, there's a page of some personal results that I just put up this week that I've gotten from the system that I have implemented and put in the work on. So, my friends, thanks again for spending time with me. I hope you guys go out and make it a great day and make it a great week. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.